Ever felt that craving for a Rolex so bad you could taste it? You've got the cash, but now you're drowning in a sea of options. Let's cut through the noise. In today's video, I will not only guide you through the vast world of Rolex models, but also spotlight the top 3 models you can snag without wasting years on the waitlist. No more dreaming, this is your fast track to Rolex royalty. But before we get into those 3 timepiece treasures, we need to start with how to pick out the Rolex model of your dreams. With over 40 active production models and dozens of options across all of the model, it can be a daunting task. The first thing you need to decide is which category of watch you want to flex while out on the town. First up, we have the Professional Collection, which is Rolex's answer to the daredevils and adventurers out there. Think of the Submariner and GMT Master 2 as your thrill-seeking buddies. They're the Indiana Jones and Lara Croft of the watch world, while Rolex's poster child, the Daytona, is a blend of Fast and Furious meets Great Gatsby. Sure, it's race ready, but it'd feel equally at home crashing one of Michael Rubin's white parties. As for the Yachtmaster, well, picture your friend who insists he's one with the sea after 2 sailing lessons. And the Explorer? He's your daredevil mate that's convinced he can summit Everest after conquering his first local indoor rock climbing class. On the flip side, the Classic Collection is all about timeless elegance. The Oyster Perpetual? It's the classic Sherlock Holmes novel on your bookshelf that never loses its charm. While models like the Datejust, Day-Date, and even the lesser known Cellini will all have you feeling like you're sipping wine at the Met Gala, even when you're running the kids to soccer practice. So what's it gonna be? Are you and your Rolex going to be scaling Everest or conquering the cocktail hour? So you found a model you love. Congrats. Now let's avoid the "I borrowed this from my kid brother or my giant neighbor" look. Time to focus in on your watch dial size. Choosing a Rolex's dial size can be like setting up your Spotify playlist. Some models stick to a single size, echoing a one-band soundtrack, while others boast the diversity of your quirky friend's mixtape, blending Beethoven ballads with Beyoncé's bangers. The Submariner, locked in at 41mm, GMT Master 2 and Daytona, both flaunting a 40mm size, and the Explorer, a sleek 39mm. But if you're craving that custom fit, turn to the Datejust, Day-Date, or Yachtmaster, which all offer a buffet of case sizes to match your wrist. And if you're feeling particularly picky, the Oyster Perpetual ranges from a delicate 28mm to a statement-making 41mm. Make sure you try on your desired size in person, even if you're not going to buy from that boutique. Next, you'll be picking your Rolex bracelet and bezel, which is similar to dressing up for a big day. Wear the wrong shoes, and you're suddenly that guy. So tread wisely. We'll start with materials. The Oyster steel is like that reliable friend who's always got your back. Sturdy and stylish. It's the go-to for classics like the Submariner and GMT Master 2 models. Then there's the trio of golds: yellow gold, the OG bling, white gold, the sophisticated sibling, and ever rose gold, the trendy cousin that everyone's talking about. Feeling a bit two-faced? The yellow Rolser and ever rose Rolser are your two-tone titans, blending the best of Oyster steel with either yellow or rose gold. For those with a taste for the finer things, there's platinum, reserved for the creme de la creme like high-end Daytonas. It's the Leonardo DiCaprio of Rolex materials. And let's not forget titanium, the lightweight champ, and Oyster Flex, which is basically the yoga instructor of Rolex straps, flexible and chic. Now onto bracelet styles. The Oyster bracelet is the Indiana Jones of the bunch, rugged, iconic, and ready for adventure. The Jubilee, think of it as the Marilyn Monroe, timelessly elegant, perfect for dressing up your Day-Date, or Oyster Perpetual with that spice of her alluring "Happy Birthday Mr. President" rendition. So, whether you're a rock star or a royal, there's a Rolex strap or bracelet that's music to your wrists. Choose wisely, trendsetter. Then we have the bezel, which is the crowning glory of a Rolex watch. Navigating the options is like stepping into a Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory for watch lovers, with ceramic, aluminium, fluted, and smooth bezel designs on your menu. For those who enjoy a minimalist look, we'll be best off with a smooth bezel, as it offers a sleek and sophisticated look. But if you're the type that always needs the latest and greatest, then pick the ceramic bezel, a marvel of durability that laughs in the face of scratches. Or if you have a soft spot for vintage vibes, the colourful aluminum bezel, which can be found on Rolex's older models, may be your best option. Lastly, there's fluted bezel, the Frank Sinatra of the bunch, crooning timeless elegance with every groove. For those who believe life's too short for subtlety, the diamond set bezel is your showstopper, ensuring every glance at the time is a red carpet moment. Whatever your vibe, there's a Rolex bezel that gets you. So dive in and let your bezel tell its own captivating tale. Bezel chosen? Perfect. Now are you ready to dial up the drama on your Rolex? Let's talk hour markers and decide if you're the kind to flaunt a date function or keep them guessing. We start with the timeless classic set hour markers. They're the margarita pizza of watches, tried and true. Or opt for Roman numerals. Think Caesar meets Coachella on your wrist. And if you're feeling a bit extra, then say hello to the embedded diamond hour markers, because why just tell time when you can flex it? Are you the type to always forget important dates? Maybe consider the date function, but heads up, that Cyclops eye isn't winking at everyone. It's only optional to a select few models, most notably the Datejust and Submariner. Alright trendsetter, we've reached the final step of Rolex customization, but remember to stay with us till the end of the video where we'll unveil the top 3 new Rolex models you can get your hands on quickly without the agonizing year-long waits. The final frontier for your Rolex glory is choosing the dial color and pattern. Think of these choices as the backdrop to your time-telling masterpiece. Is classic black or crisp white too vanilla for you? Whether maybe you're dripping in gold or channeling your inner aristocrat with mother of pearl. For those who walk the line between shadow and spotlight, there's grey and brown. Or maybe you're feeling green with envy like Kermit sipping tea. But if you're here to make waves, dive into the bold world of pink, blue, silver or purple. Still not enough? Let's talk patterns. Azzurro blue is less baby's first watch and more Mediterranean mogul. Fluted motif screams my other car is a private jet to Bali. Palm motif, that's I vacation in places you've only seen on Instagram. And the celebration or jigsaw motifs, well those boldly tell your ex, I'm living my best life without you, even in retirement, all without ever having to say a word. But now, having explored all the styles and colours, the burning question is, which of these Rolex models can you get your hands on the fastest? Well, a lot of that will depend on your dealer and location, but in general, aim for the gold or two-tone styles across most models. And don't sleep on the Yachtmaster and Sea Dweller designs. You can often get your hands on these models much faster than their more popular siblings, the Still Daytona or Datejust models. Why, you ask? Well, these particular time tellers aren't the prom kings and queens of the Rolex world. They're more like the cool kids in the back, often overlooked, but always on point. These models are often the same price or even cheaper on the secondary market, which throws a massive wrench in the plans of those quick buck bandits, dealers and flippers who hoard your desired Rolex watches while dreaming of a quick payday. And less competition means an easier grab of those underrated gems for you. Specifically, your 3 best bets would be the two-tone Submariner, the Yachtmaster 37 with Oyster Flex bracelet, and the Oyster Steel Sea Dweller. First up is the two-tone Submariner with Oyster Steel and yellow gold, which is like the ugly duckling of the Rolex world. No one wants it on the secondary market, but their loss is your gain, since it's still rocking that beloved black ceramic bezel, but this time spiced up with gold highlights. Basically, it's the watch equivalent of turning up to a party in a designer suit and sneakers. Next is the Yachtmaster 37. It's got all the swagger of a Drake music video with its sleek mix of black ceramic and yellow gold. And that black Oyster Flex strap? It's like Batman went on a yacht vacation. Lastly, we have my top pick to help you escape Rolex waitlist purgatory quickly. The Oyster Steel Rolex Sea Dweller. It's like the Submariner's more humble twin who didn't spend years backpacking in Europe and actually got a job. Faster to get, a bit cheaper, and honestly, from a distance, it's like comparing 2 white shirts. Can you really even tell the difference at first glance? But what if you're still craving that Rolex superstar everyone's raving about? Don't want to spend half your life on a waiting list, or worse, getting played by a scam artist? I spilled the tea on how to snag your Rolex dream watch without the drama in this video.